Hello everyone and welcome to World of Warships Blitz with the Naval Legends. The Agano or the Yodo line is here, and today we are reviewing the Tier 5 Japanese light cruiser, the IJN Agano, the start of they say the worst line in the game. So let's actually see if this line is as bad as people say. So for the elite bonus, we have taken advanced torpedo to increase the torpedo damage and increase the chance of flooding. So I hear this is important for the ship, and my experience says the same. For camouflage, we have taken the Patria e Onoro to increase the ship's hit points and reduce the surface detection. This also is important because the ship is very vulnerable. We have the Air Defense Alert 1 skill to increase the A damage by 75%. So this basically solidifies the fact that this ship is a support cruiser. Let's see the supplies for this ship now. We have the refined diesel to increase the speed of the ship. We have also taken improved crew rations to decrease the reload time of all the armaments, and high grade coal to reduce the surface detection. For equipments in weaponry, we have the main battery modification 1 to increase traverse speed of the guns, steering gear modification 1 in protection to increase the traverse acceleration, and finally we have taken the propulsion modification 2 to increase the maximum speed of the ship. So with all of these upgrades, let's check the stats of the ship. So the ship has a hit points of 18,458 with 7.5% citadel protection, 10% fire resistance, 6% damage reduction and 4.5% torpedo damage reduction. The maximum speed of the ship stands at 35.89 knots with a time to full speed of 13.72 seconds. The max traverse speed is 7.2 degrees and the turn time is 6.55 seconds. For the guns, she has 6 152mm 50 caliber 41st year type guns, which have a reload time of 9 seconds, 9.03 km range, HE damage of 482 with 5% chance of setting a fire, and 504 AP damage with 150% citadel damage rate. The traverse speed now stands at 10.8 degrees per second. For torpedoes, it has the 610mm torpedoes, 8 of them, with a reload time of 67.5 seconds, torpedo range of damage of 4543 hit points, range of 8.1 kilometers, speed of 63.91 knots, flooding chance of 20.47%, and a torpedo traverse speed of 88 degrees. For AA, it has 36 large caliber A damage and 103 small caliber A damage. For concealment, surface detection is 6.81 kilometers. So with this, let's get into a match and see how she performs, because this ship is a very unique ship. Let's get going. In this match, we had a very interesting experience because there were 5 bots and 2 real players. So I actually stopped recording the game, but I did start it again, hoping to get some good shorts content, and what I got was really interesting. So what we're doing here is basically trying to capture the zone A. We already have the Omaha inside. Let's try and put some fire on it, and here we have a fire already started. That's good. We have the Kuma inside. Let's fire the HE. But as you can see, the HE is not that effective, so we will convert to AP. And as it says, that HE is not very effective against the cruisers and battleships, but the AP is decent towards light cruisers, ineffective towards battleships. HE can set some fires, but in cross damage, we generally do not get anything. So we will be using AP on the cruisers and see if we can do anything. Let's drop the shells on Omaha, and we have very decent torpedoes, so let's put it to some use. We can take care of the Kuma right there. So let's narrow the spread and drop the 2 spreads together. Probably it will be an overkill, but so be it. We keep peppering the Omaha bots with AP while the Kuma is sunk with 4 torpedo hits. So it was an overkill though, but taking some chances sometimes is not the best. We have a kill, 28,000 hit points damage already done, and we have the Omaha in sight. So while we pepper the Omaha to its ultimate destruction, because it's impossible for the Omaha to actually kill us, let's talk about the ship. So she isn't the best at anything. frankly, except the fact that it can actually torpedo from very long distance. That's something good. The bots are getting better. It actually took half of my health, but I decided not to douse the flame. One single fire is nothing to be doused off. So the ship is really good at just torpedoing things, but except that, it doesn't have really good guns. The speed is abysmal, and frankly speaking, the experience of playing this ship is everything except good. If you ask me, I guess this is not the best ship or the best line you should start with. If you are playing the Japanese line, do not converge to the Euro line at the moment. You should keep in the Zao line because those ships are much more entertaining. While we speak, we have the Karlsruhe in our sides, but we will not shoot it at the moment because we know that there is another battleship somewhere, because we have 3 ships and we see all the 3 ships here. As you can see, one of the battleships is actually moving towards us. I don't want to hit the Karlsruhe and increase my detection, so I keep the guns silent. I see the Suzuki, it is a real player, so use our torpedoes. And here where I can say torpedoes are really good, because torpedoes has decent speed and it has a very good spread, right? So we put the spread a bit in front of the Suzuki because I guess the ship will not be going in a straight line, it will be turning. So we have put the torpedoes in line with the ship. This looks really good, guys. We might get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, and we did sink the ship. That is one of the best torpedo spreads I have done. This itself actually, what should I say, it makes the gameplay worth playing. The torpedoes, the guns are best, as you can see I am not doing any major damage with the guns, but the torpedoes I can really cause some issues, and that is something which I really enjoy of this ship. I extremely enjoy this ship for that. So yes, the experience is agonizing, but it's beautiful as well if you know how to torpedo things. But if you fail in torpedoing and the torpedo has a massive reload time, somewhere around 67 seconds, it actually leaves you without a protective shield, and that is something which you don't want to do in the ship, right? So we have so little health, we could have taken the Karlsruhe, but of course our AP decides not to be working well and the bot takes the Karlsruhe. Now we have just another bot, Isuzuchi. Let's torpedo it directly. I don't think it will do many turns, so let's just drop it here. The game practically is won. So we are at 67 hit points damage. We might take some good hits. We just got a big caliber. That is interesting. With the Agano, we have 80,079 hit points damage, 4 ships sunk, and 1018 points, which I guess is one of the best in the world at the moment. I'm not very sure, but this is one of the best in the world. So how does it play? It is a support cruiser after all, but it has its own place in the game. So I hope you enjoy this ship. Do tell me in the comments what do you think of the Agano. I find it a bit weak, but if you find it interesting or if you think there are changes to my build, please do comment it and let's see if we can make some changes. With that, Naval Legends signing off for today. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.